Hey, what's up, YouTube? All right, so I am back at Buckeye Lake, and I just want to show you around a job we did. We're pretty much finished up with the landscaping, and after coming in here, we had to, this is just an overview here, we had to till up all the beds, we had to, get out all the debris, we had to put down weed matting, and then we had to put the plants in, apply the gravel, finish the edging, and complete this project. And you know, you saw what the start looked like. Now let me show you what the finished product looks like. So here we are looking at the finished product. As I back up a little bit, you'll be able to see the circular corner bed, and this is the backyard. Got a nice weeping cherry in there, got some nice corbels hanging around, and then a nice edge along the bed, and it goes down. Got some grass plants on each side of the garage window, and some smaller flowers there in the center. I can't remember exactly offhand what the name of those are, but if I can remember to put that in a future video, I will. I'm sure some of you probably know. And then moving down, you can see that there's another corner bed to the front. It's got hostas all the way around it and a blood red maple tree. It's a type of Japanese maple, I believe, and pretty sweet. Then I'm going to move around to the front yard, and we can see as we get around the corner here how my front beds look. Going over here, here's another part of our gravel where it connects off the porch with some viburnums planted in there, and then we've got a nice bed going underneath of their flower box, and the bed continues, goes over here, and we've got a row of boxwoods, another viburnum, and I'm just kind of walking around. The angle's not exactly perfect, but you see what we're looking at. I mean, this is pretty good stuff. Nice gravel, very colorful. One of the things with putting these gravel beds in, not everybody is going to be content with a gravel look. A lot of people like mulch. I still favor mulch myself, but the maintenance is going to be low. You'll get some weeds around the outside edge, and you'll have to re-edge the bed over time. And you'll get a few weeds that'll come up around the plants themselves, as you got to put holes through the weed matting, to get the plants in. But other than that, 80% or so, maybe a little more, of the bed maintenance is gone due to the weed matting. And without having mulch, you don't have your yearly mulching that you're going to have to do, and then eventually tearing some of it out and reapplying it as you get too much mulch in the beds over time. With this, you're pretty much done once the gravel's in. Maybe over time some of it'll get a little low and you might top it off, but doubtful. And then here we have another Japanese maple. Can't remember the exact name of this one, but it's similar to the other one. But it doesn't resemble the same type of maple leaf look that the other one has. But this, again, is a really nice corner tree. And then continuing on, we have a type of weeping evergreen, as you can see. Not exactly a fan favorite of mine, but they really like the weeping stuff. So again, another circular bed with gravel edged all the way around. Looks pretty sweet if you ask me. Now eventually the homeowners want to add some cobblestone, which is a little larger colored stone, kind of filtered throughout the top of this stone, which will give it a little bit more of a unique look to it, a little bit more of an awesome look, if you will. Later on, I'll try and get some bed videos of some people that actually have this kind of work and show you what I'm talking about when I say adding larger stone to the smaller stone. But it's kind of just an accent that will go across. It won't be full like the gravel bed is full. It'll just be, some rock here and there all throughout, kind of giving it a multi-sized, look to it. And if you can kind of understand what I'm saying. But like I said, I'll try and get a picture of one so you can see what I'm talking about. And then of course, some nice flowering plants going around this one. And then following down, these are another type of a weeping shrub. I think it's a type of juniper, I think. And then going down through here, and I apologize for not having the exact plant names, but even though I've been in the business for years, I don't know every name of every plant. You know, sometimes when homeowners select these plant packages, we allow them, like these people, to go out and work with the nursery and purchase the package, and then we charge for the labor and the install. We don't do that with everyone, but we like to try and help people save money if possible on occasion, depending on who they are or what the situation is or what else is along with the job, not just the plant work. So because we have more work going on, this is just part of this job. We cut some costs for them and allowed them to buy the nursery stuff wholesale, and we're just charging the labor and install and everything. So it cuts down our cost initially up front, but it also cuts down their cost because we have to mark it up a little bit more, as a business will do, any business should do, when they're buying the material and installing it. If the customer buys the material, you can always cut them a little bit of a discount, and it helps them, and it also helps you to make some friends. But you can see that this bed from the front corner kind of goes down, and then we have this really cool little bit of a curvature to it where it comes out a little bit and then back in and around. And these are called smoke bushes, and those are a couple more viburnums. And it's a little wet here, so I have to be kind of careful going around the back, but you can see it wraps around to this back patio where they have their air conditioner. And back here is the last bed going there. I've got a couple more red bushes and a pom-pom something. It's another type of evergreen, but it grows like these puffball looking like clusters. And then you can see how the gravel bed picks up over there by that sidewall sticking out and kind of wraps around, and there's a couple more flowering plants put in there. Now, that be the finished effect of the job on the landscaping. And then here we have the second phase where we've put topsoil throughout the backyard to fill in all of the divots, low spot, and bare areas, because the initial work was done close to last winter and it was rough on the yard, it was wet, so it didn't take very well. We had to come back and then redo some stuff. But here you can see how we've respread soil, filled it in, and now we have a nice put together backyard. Once we get it seeded, fertilized, you know, it's going to come in nice. It's not going to be all rutted up like it was, and uneven and bare, with just one little problem right here that we have to fix. We need to get this filled in so it stops holding water like a lake. Other than that, the rest of this is good to go. Once it's finished, you know, you can kind of picture it's going to be a full yard. Now, let's see here. Going to the front, you can see we've soiled all the way through this side yard, the little bit of a hillside here that we have going down. Unfortunately, before we were able to come back this morning and get the seed and fertilizer done, we had to deal with this mess. So we're going to have to wait out the dry time and come back to do the seed work. But you can see when you're working with topsoil, it gets messy really quick. You can't. So now you can see the rest of what we're working with. We have all this topsoil we spread. We filled in a huge hole that was in the front yard. When this part of the job is completely done, it will look like the lawns that you can see in the distance. But for right now, we have to wait out the dry time so that we can finish the dirt work. But hope you enjoyed looking around, checking out the landscape, seeing kind of what we do, and getting an idea for what I mean when I say we're a professional landscaping company that, you know, likes doing what we do. Until the next video, have a good one. Videos. I hope you enjoy the stuff that I'm going to bring to this channel. It's new for me. It's going to be a hobby, but it's basically going to be about you know, our business, what we do, and getting beyond the negative in life. You know, there's a lot of struggles that this company has gone through. Keep checking out the videos I put out, because my family is a family of entrepreneurs, and we run food truck service, we run a cookie business, and we run landscaping. So we do a little bit of all kinds of stuff.